Hey, 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 the Triple T here coming back at you with some more J.J. Cale fun. Man, I love this dude. I've really developed a good appreciation for this. And because I did, I love a lot of his music. I will say that there's a lot of his music that's blues based that a lot of people say, well, that's archetypical J.J. Cale style. His the breadth of his music may not be as broad as a lot of other artists, but it's again can be something that, like, we'll see soon the ultimate example of that in the Outsider uh, artist Wesley Willis. That sometimes, a closer examination, if you put the microscope a little closer, you see that you see all the molecules a little further apart, so you can really hone in on the feeling and what controls this from a human emotion, say. So I'm going to get down with 50 tracks here. I'm just going to fly through these. I know you're saying 50 tracks, and well, he has a lot of records. He's got 14 records. It's kind of hard to do, if you really love him. It's hard to do other ones. So I am going to, I'm going to get rolling with these things. Number 50. Let's start off with number 50. From number 8, the record he was really disappointed in, the Great Trouble in the City. The Great Trouble in the City. For number 49, I am going to go with Guitar Man's best track, probably It's Hard to Tell. And again, stylistically, that record kind of falls off the deal. From 48, mentioned just not long ago here, The Troubadour. And it's great. Near Closer, You Got Me On So Bad. That's really just one of the ones that kind of changed my mind, when I was listening to that. I think that was a track I said, maybe this is a little better than Really. And is it? I don't know. Not really. Who knows? I don't know. Number 47, Jailer. From number 10, kind of a chilling track, and delivered in a voice and in a style that's pretty sparse. Really makes it kind of an interesting thing. And I think you'll find in these what I consider to be interesting performances in all these. And that's exactly what I'll follow up with here. The one that I pointed out when we talked about Closer to You. Number 46, Brown Dirt. Beautiful instrumental song on that. Really unusual patterns in drums and different things. Really, really nice. Back to Troubadour again for the great Ride Me High. And as I said again, that record is really consistent. That's one you can put on early. That's I know it like that. So maybe you have a different relationship. You have a relationship maybe, but I can understand somebody have a relationship with Naturally or Really like that too. Those are all 3 records you can just spin constantly. Let's talk about Always in the Street from Really here. And no, 44. I'm sorry. Let's talk about. Let's see where we're going to this. Hold on a second here. Let's talk about. Okay, 44. I'm my bad. 45 to 44. Life Has Been Gone from Shades. Probably the best track on Shades. Again, Shades is a weird record. It's like they're trying to change a little bit about what they do. They have their formula, but they're saying, well, we need to maybe change it some, and it's still Audie and still JJ, and they're trying. It's just a little different. Number 43 is Always in the Street from Really. One of the best ones. Number 42, as we said, is from the unintended concept record Travelogue, which I find underrated as a record too. It was ranked as my number 6 record, which is surprising, and that is from 1990, and it's unusual because it's in the throes of the technological thing. Usually about 86 to 94. A lot of those releases are in the digital domain age, I would say. But that is going to be New Orleans. Number 41 is another one from Closer to You, a slower baby, probably the best one on there, the most sensual song. Just a little bit odd, but not bad. Number 40, let's go back to Troubadour for the great Super Blue. It's always been one of my favorites. I kind of don't know why it's maybe a little bit low here on this, but nevertheless glad that it made made the charts. Let's return to number 8 for the great unemployment. I think I mentioned that during the one outstanding record. Check out the lyrics on some of these things. He's great. Number 38, the majestic opener from his last record, Roll On. Who Knew? Which is, you kind of notice he's a little older. If he's, I guess the distance between to Tulsa and back and that is kind of greater than the distance between the synth records and a good guitar man maybe and to Tulsa and back is a little bit more of a change from this one down, but nevertheless great one here. From Troubadour again, 37 Traveling Light. That's one of my jams. And you got Ever Lovin Woman here from Okie. Kind of a funky name there, but for number 36, probably one of the better tracks on that record. I love Nowhere to Run To. I don't know why it's so low. It's number 35 on mine, but it's from Naturally. Yeah, I think it's funny. Then for number 34, we are going to go with. I have the J address. Number 34 is going to be My Gal, and that's from Tulsa and Back. One of the better songs, I think Clapton made that. When in Incognito, when he went down there to see him, he was playing some of the new songs on it. It's one of the ones I think he liked. Number 33, one of the jaw-dropping moments from the final record, Roll On. And that's it. The other ones sound okay. Like there's actually a couple that sound a little funky. But Cherry Street is, when he and Christine had it on, man, it was great. I Got Them Same Old Blues, Captain Beefheart, Okie. From Okie record, Downtown LA is one of the great ones from Grasshopper, which is number 31 from me. One of the biggies, Hold On, from Troubadour is number 30. A lot of these are sprinkled low, but it just goes to show you it's a collective power. It's a record like Troubadour, it starts rolling, man. It's great. Let's go with number 29, that record that is omitted from that Silvertone thing. You guys, do yourself a solid, reissue it the right way as both those records, and include Digital Blues on number 20, my number 29. For number 28, that drum machine I talked about that started us all off here on this journey a long time ago, and Naturally, They Call Me the Breeze, baby. Number 27, the closer from or what I consider to be, it's not the closer on the record, but The Old Man and Me from Okie. Just great. I mean, it's deep stuff. I mean, he's not only, the thing about J.J. Cale is he's deceptively deep. He's deceptively penetrable. You'll find yourself thinking about his lyrics when you're like walking down the boardwalk, or you're walking to when you allow yourself to calm down and unscrew yourself a little bit from your uptightness, or at least I do. I'm not talking about you guys, but I mean, I found that as I was listening to him more, these lines would stick with me. Let's go with number 10, the Stop in Your Chair Traces. I think that's one of his great ones. Let's talk about from one of the last songs on, really, Louisiana Woman. Just beautiful track. The album wouldn't be the same without it. Really is really a classic. That's one you need. You need that one. Number 24. This again, disappointing in sales. Number 8, Hard Times. That's a little bit hard to find, in vinyl in the United States also, but that's really an 80s record. It's a good song. While we're talking about disappearing, let's talk about from number 10. Let's talk about Feeling in Love. The great track from there. Number 22, the song Magnolia, that's been covered many times from the debut, Naturally. Number 21, City Girls, the opener from Grasshopper, which is just kicks it off, man. You realize that he's happy, and man, it just, that record for some reason has a weird sound to it that some of the others don't. It's almost not really, I don't want to say Jimmy Buffety, that's kind of a cop out, but there's a little bit of a carefree to it that's refreshing. Number 20, No Time, from the highly underrated Travelogue record. Beautiful one. From number number 19, the song is called The Problem. That is from, it says it's from Naturally, but I don't think it is. I think it's from a long later one. Number 18 is Oki's Cajun Mood. Number 17 is Bringing It Back to Me from Naturally's beautiful record. Number 16 from the Tulsa in Back, one of the great songs there from that, and there were quite a few, Motor Mouth. And then number 15 will follow right up with another song from the same record, to Tulsa and Back, that semi-comeback record that he had the documentary on himself, kind of retrospective, another song, which is just great. Number 14, Grasshoppers, Don't Wait, which is really an inspirational thing. 13, the title track from the Roll On, the last record that Our Good Man made. Number 12, The Underrated Losers from number 8. The opening track from 5, The Rousing 13 Days, the introduction of Christine Lakeland to the world. Great record. And number 10, the absolute regal, classy ending track on JJ's last record, Roll On, Bring Down the Curtain, which is just stunning. If you listen to it, it if you really were invested in this and had a lot of time, and I can imagine it'd be a tearjerker almost. I've gotten emotional and stuff like that, where you really don't say, what's wrong with your, but it's the truth. Again, man, from really, again, right down here, classic, one of my favorites. Absolute never miss tracks. Number 8, same thing with Naturally, Don't Go to Strangers. Love it, man. I mean, the lyrics are a little he can be a little bit sometimes, and I've said that. He could be maybe a little bit misogynistic at times, or leaning that way, but you can tell he's trying, Number 7 is the great Hold On Baby. That's from Travelogue. One of the good ones, man. Talked about this. Number 6, the song probably written for Christine. The first one is kind of stops you in your tracks. You can't say anything. I'll Make Love to You Anytime from number 5. Number 4, somewhat in the same spirit. Maybe not as convincing at that point because it was his third record yet. He had yet to meet his future wife. But I'll Be There If You Want Me from Oki record. Just beautiful record. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we get into the classic ones, and let's go, man. Number 4. What am I going to say? Number 4 is from Really, the opener. Lies, lies, lies. That's like got the sound. You want to hear what I'm talking about, the sound. That's what everybody thinks about. When you hear the song Lies and you hear it come on, that's what most people think when they hear about JJ, if they've seen JJ before. Number 4 is his sensual whispering. Look, I heard the Clapton version before. It was okay. After Midnight done on Naturally is just, to me, is another thing. It's exotic, man. It's a different track. Clapton was playing around kids Play-Doh, man. This is just really, really nice. It really captures the wooziness of the night and the fogginess of the night and the way his vocals are buried, and it sounds almost like he's toasted slightly. I don't know. All right, number 2 is going to be the great Hey Baby from Troubadour. Got to put that, man. That's got to be up at the very top. That again is also the sound. See, I said that was the sound. Well, this is the sound too. And for me, again, the peak of it all is Going Down from Really, and that's my number 1. Going Down from the Really album, and you got those Memphis style horns there with that stuff. It's just beautiful, and that's it, man. with much love, I bow to you. I didn't give you a lot of detail on these songs. I gave you way much detail on this 14 records before. So I figure we're kind of it's kind of an equal way here, man. I love Tulsa music. I'm going back there again. Not going to go back there for something as big as this. I will confess to you, I did spend a lot of time on this. And I really have grown to love JJ, and I'm very glad that I did. I think what I did was kind of in the spirit when I saw that from a Taste Like Music were doing the Bob Dylan thing. Joe was doing it with Dylan. I figured, well, why don't I challenge myself? And so I started doing this. I started going through one by one, and it's really nice. I didn't know about these records. I mean, I'd heard Naturally before. I'd certainly heard Grasshopper before, and Troubadour, of course. Man, Troubadour was worn out, but the one I wish I would have heard a little bit earlier was Really. I didn't know. I'd heard some tracks like Lies and stuff on it before, but my God, what a whopper it is. But anyway, can't go wrong with those three records or any of these. Please leave me your list below. I'd like to hear from you guys. I'm having fun doing this. Regardless, please help us out. Hit that like button. Come subscribe to the podcast, please. Doesn't cost anything for anybody here. We love to have you here. We love to hear from you, and I love to do this. So we will be back shortly at you with something new. Thanks again, and see you guys next time.